the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow.
Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, after 8 games, they're an outstanding 7-1. Things have come together for them very quickly here early in the season. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in. A little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 77, Ersa Ilyasova. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 31, John Henson. At the point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 6, Eric Bledsoe. The other guard, standing 6'8", number 22, Chris Middleton. A 6'5" from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics in Boston. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Sacramento. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. And it's Jackson in at the 3. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Sinks the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got himself on the board with 3 there. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. right now there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time? I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now, here's Fox. 29 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Middleton against Hield. Over Middleton. Hield can't hit.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
And Coach had nothing but praise for his players, saying, they've done everything I've asked. They've put in the extra work and practice, trying to turn their weaknesses into strengths. That's showing up in the win column. As a coach, Kevin, that's probably the best you can ask for. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Antetokounmpo. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks to Hield. Stolen by Middleton. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Fox passes to Bagley. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The offense sputtering just a bit here. 1 for 4 in the game.
Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. And that one, good. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. Well, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
That's his first personal foul.
To end the run.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Sacramento again missing.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Outside for Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see. All right, a moment here to check out stats for Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 27 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Here's Bagley. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Bagley.
Well, you wonder how much of the Kings' scoring struggles are really self-inflicted. Either guys sped up on possessions or trying to make too much happen on their own. Last season, the league's 3rd best shooting percentage from long range, but they were bottom 3 in terms of their three-point attempts.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hield. Drains it from 9 feet away. And the Kings last season playing the league's slowest pace. Brent, does that surprise you given their youth and athleticism?
Well, it does if I look at their draft pick in De'Aaron Fox, who might be one of the fastest players in the game. So maybe something that they address this year is trying to speed up play just a little bit. It's a no-brainer to get Fox out in the open court.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Willie Cauley-Stein, the 6th overall pick back in 2015. Brent, how do you evaluate his progress as an NBA player?
Well, I think it's been a tough situation in Sacramento with so much changeover in personnel, a coaching change as well. He's still pretty raw offensively. He was drafted out of Kentucky as a defensive player, and that's so far where mostly his impact has been felt.
And he can't get the first one.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley-Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Milwaukee. Good on the second free throw. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
And Fox gets it to go.
I think opposing coaches have nightmares about De'Aaron Fox being out in transition. We got to see why right there.
Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Third is Eric Bledsoe.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Here's Fox.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
And a miss there off the inbound. To the middle. It's stolen by Bagley. Bledsoe against Fox. Outside Jackson. Over Middleton. Jackson misses. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Antetokounmpo. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Now, here's Fox. Bagley dishes to Fox. Jackson finds Kufis. Sacramento moving it around. 5 to shoot. And it's Hield off the drive. The second chance effort. He lays it in.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Jackson. The Kings trail by 14. And stolen by Ilyasova. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That strength coming into play now.
Antetokounmpo's gone 75% from the field, 6 baskets in 8 attempts. Bagley with the ball. A stupendous finish in traffic. Bagley's got 5 points so far.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Brogdon against Hield. Brogdon the pass to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Fox with the steal. Jackson in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The teardrop falls in. And the Bucks lead by 11.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Kufis. Here's Fox. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Bucks with some changes. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Kings, Randolph comes in for Bagley. And Bielitsa in for Jackson. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 17 points in the game.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance. Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Here's Dellavedova after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Drills it from outside.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
Now, here's Fox. 6 points for him. Healed from outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 17, and that one drops.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Labissiere's checked in.
One shot. What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Now here's Healed. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Fox kicks to Randolph. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Poked away. And here is Fox. He gets it in there. Fox has got 8.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. We spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play. And that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
One shot. Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Tony Snell is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering that?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know that there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
Good D by Heel.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Fox. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Henson. Over Randolph. And the Bucks miss again. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It's Bielitsa, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hield kicks to Bielitsa. Labissiere, the pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Here's Randolph. Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, good timing there from Scal. Good at out-hustling the defenders to get on the glass.
And Scal Labissiere, Brent, a slender 6'11", adjusting to the physicality of the NBA always is a challenge for these players.
I remember one scout saying he gets pushed around by guys who get pushed around. And that's something he's trying to work on. A better base, maybe a little more well-rooted so that he can maintain and hold his position. But his NBA rebounding numbers have been pretty solid.
And that one falls for Labissiere.
And you can see the potential that Labissiere has, an explosive player who's surprisingly quick for his size.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. The shot missing. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Sacramento.
And even when the deep three has been there, they've stayed away from it. They're working hard to get shots from close range, resisting that urge to get too loose with their shot selection.
The Kings trail by 6. Randolph passes to Bielitsa. Randolph looking around. A pass to Fox. Here's Bielitsa. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. DiVincenzo covered by Hield. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hield. Down low, here's Fox. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Now Dellavedova. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count that bucket. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, Labissiere, the pass to Bielitsa. Just 5 on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
DiVincenzo. He's covered by Randolph. DiVincenzo. Right wing. Here's Connaughton. The pass to Henson. Knocks it loose. And now the Kings fast break. Puts it up. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Hield.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
DiVincenzo. He's covered by Randolph. Back to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A good job screening there, freeing up Dellavedova just enough to get his shot off.
Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him. He kicks to Randolph. Shoots over Henson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Milwaukee leading by 5. To the inside, DiVincenzo. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's Bielitsa, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Bucks second.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
You catch a defender out of position like that, and Dellavedova, he could be a sneaky, tough cover.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
Now here's Middleton. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Basket counts.
Not much else the D can do against something like that. Chris Middleton so fast in getting that shot off.
Back to Jackson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Justin Jackson at 6'8" has a nice skill level and a nice natural feel to the game. He doesn't stop the ball, and he gets his points pretty much in the flow of the offense.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova comes in for Tony Snell, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Jackson no good on that one. And Justin Jackson has such an amazing floater, doesn't he?
Well, he does, and he can do it with either hand, which is quite impressive at that size. 6'8", and a left hand and a right hand floater. That in-between game, tough to guard.
And Ilyasova kicks to Connaughton. Over Bagley. And it's Connaughton missing. The Kings trail by 7. Bagley the pass to Jackson. And the shot goes in. Jackson's got 7 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's guarded closely. And Henson kicks to Connaughton. This one for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
The Kings have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Fox passes to Bialica. Back to Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shot clock at 5. Back to Cauley-Stein. And yes, it's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Bucks leading by 6. Brogdon with it. No points in the game yet for him. Henson's shot is off.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Bucket is good. And that's now 7 points for Marvin Bagley.
And that's all you can do on defense. Bagley, a gifted player who is used to scoring in the paint.
Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 7. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. He can be devastating from there.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Pat Connaughton, and the Kings also making a change. Koufos is checked in, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bagley. 7 points in the game.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
Will not go down. It's number 3 on 12 tries from the floor. Trying to get open is Koufos. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jackson. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points. Now here's Ilyasova. 5 points in the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Clock at 6. Here's Brogdon. Sacramento grabs the miss. And Middleton can hurt you from anywhere. But his mid-range game, Brent, his mid-range game stands out.
Yeah, people don't really realize how effective Chris has been from the mid-range. He's up there with Kevin Durant statistically in some of the numbers, and the fact that he's got that long frame, any switchable defender that's smaller than him gives him the immediate advantage. And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter, ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here's Koufos. No points in the game yet for him, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Here's Cauley-Stein, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon. Last season's performance for him. Last season he averaged 13 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's got 5. Here's Bledsoe. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Bucks lead.
How about the interior game? Eric Bledsoe with that size and that width as a point guard scoring inside.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo up top. Cauley-Stein defending. No good from Bledsoe. The Kings trail by 9. Pass to Bagley. To the paint. Here's Cauley-Stein. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play.
Shot's good.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
For Sacramento, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
Well, the Kings are certainly in full rebuild mode, adding to this roster with a bunch of young talent. Last season, a bottom 3 team in both offense and defense, and a bottom 4 in rebounding. So plenty of room to make strides this year.
The Kings trail by 8. Passes it to Koufos. Fox against Bledsoe. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, there's an old cliche, Kevin, we've heard or said a million times about speed killing. Well, perhaps no player is more emblematic of that than De'Aaron Fox. End to end, he could be one of the fastest players in the league.
Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. A fadeaway. Misses off the right iron. The Kings shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Wasted no time on that one. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. No good on the 3.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
And here's Bagley. He has 7, down to 5 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. Bledsoe's got 4 this quarter.
Eric Bledsoe, if you're that athletic on the offensive end, why not on the D?
Fox. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Coming off an outstanding game last time out, it doesn't look like he's lost any of that momentum here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They were really efficient on offense, shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Kings trail by 6 on the 4 for Sacramento. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Here's Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
Well, Hield showing some of that stop and start and stop again game, changing directions, impossible to guard.
Bledsoe against Fox. From 13, hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Well, if you can use your speed on offense, why not use it on defense? Eric Bledsoe with the quick hands to swat that shot back.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Hield. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Back to Fox. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Middleton. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And here's Ilyasova outside.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Middleton against Jackson. Now the pass to Fox. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
First one falls for him. When it comes to veteran players, Brand, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Now here's Hield, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hield against Henson. Hield outside. 6 to shoot. Fox against Bledsoe. That's tipped. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Sinks that one from the post. Bledsoe's got 17.
And how about the physique of Eric Bledsoe there? Terrific at sticking it to the defense even when he gets pinballed around a bit.
Here's Hield, and Henson sends it back. Hield can't hit.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Middleton. Kicks it to Bledsoe. The shot off that time, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Right side Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Justin Jackson played his high school basketball at that powerhouse Homeschool Christian Youth Association down there in Texas. He was homeschooled since the 4th grade, and he was in charge of his own studies and his own basketball development. I would say he did pretty well.
Sacramento making some changes. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. This year comes in for Bagley, and it's Bielitsa in for Jackson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And by all accounts, Brent, Justin Jackson tremendously focused and diligent both in his studies and in working on his game.
Well, so many teams looking at not only your success on the court, but what you do with your time off of it. And he's demonstrated that he's a self-starter, a self-motivated guy, and that serves him quite well.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Now Fox. He's got 18. To the wing right side. And the 3 off target. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. Here's Bielitsa. Passes it to Hield. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Well, Buddy Hield, not the biggest or most athletic player that's on the floor, but his work ethic is undeniable. He is a total gym rat. At Oklahoma, they had to lock up the balls. Otherwise, the guy would stay there all day long and all night.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Hield grew up in the Bahamas. The story goes they didn't have a court until he turned 12, so he built hoops out of whatever he could find.
Yeah, and whatever he found consisted of milk crates or bicycle rims that had rusted up, and he'd nail them up and shoot every shot he could at them, and it would get torn down, and he'd rebuild them again and again. He's shown that same determination in building up his game at the NBA level.
And he makes the first.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
He's off on the second.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Now here's Henson. 6 points for him. Here's Snell. Can't connect from short range. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
And Henson sends it back. The dish to Dellavedova. DiVincenzo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists in the game. The Kings trail by 5. Henson not a floor spacer. Offensively, you'll find him around the rim.
He's a pretty good finisher in there, but he doesn't get a ton of opportunities. You're right. Defensively, you just like his mobility combined with his length. That's a help.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Now, here is Dellavedova. 7 points in the game, but they'll get another chance. Henson's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 13 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Snell. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bielitsa. He kicks it to Fox. Outside, Randolph. Good on the triple. Randolph's got 8 points.
Well, how about that? Zach Randolph expanding his range, stepping out beyond the three-point line.
Dellavedova finds Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now, here's Fox. Defended by Dellavedova. Three-pointer, Hield. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Here's Bielitsa to the inside. The pass to Snell. Tries again, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it. Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It could make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
And the Kings making a change here. Koufos is checked in.
1 shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks embracing the trends towards long, versatile players.
Yes, this idea of positionless basketball has been something that's been a construct of the Bucks and their roster through recent seasons. The key is translating that into a much tighter, much cohesive defense.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 19. Pass to Randolph. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Koufos.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Now here is Dellavedova. Tight defense on him. And the shot is long. The Kings trail by 6. Fox with it. Kicks it to Randolph. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Fox. Bucks leading by 6. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's covered by Randolph. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Dellavedova. Brogdon against Jackson. Shot clock at 3. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon right now picking out his spots there, straight line drive, and then powers right through it to score.
The Kings trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Koufos. Three-pointer, Heel. And Henson pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Henson. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
One shot.
Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 9 on the bucket from Koufos.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
And 1:01 left in the third. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
The Bucks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
Well, the one thing the Kings have gotten right, Brent, is this new home arena. It is one of the best in the league.
Well, on warm Sacramento nights, what's really cool about this place is they open it up. So you got the natural airflow, it sneaks in, it feels comfortable here. Something these fans can take a lot of pride in with what they've done in downtown Sacramento.
Here's Bledsoe. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Bucks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Jackson passes to Cauley-Stein. 30 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer, Heel. The rebound by Brogdon. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Connaughton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 8th assist in the game. Healed against Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Six seconds left to play here in the third. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top, up by 16. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Connaughton in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career and showing signs of being a passer.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Cans it from short range. Antetokounmpo's got 35 in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On the wing, Hield. Antetokounmpo defending. And that's good. Buddy Hield for three. 19 points in the game.
Well, with a young perimeter player like Hield is, operating in the pick and roll with that kind of effectiveness, he can become dangerous.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. Cauley-Stein against Antetokounmpo. The shot's good. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Now here's Jackson. Three-pointer, Hield. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. The Kings trail by 15. Jackson finds Koufos. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's Hield off the drive. Cauley-Stein passes to Hield. 4 on the clock, on the money from 12 feet away. Hield's got 21.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Hield had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
And the double up Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo, and the pass to Ilyasova. Now here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Koufos.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing this second half in the mud.
Hield against Bledsoe. Pass to Jackson. Koufos with it. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Hield. Here's Cauley-Stein. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Stolen by Jackson. And now the Kings, fast break. Jackson's got the ball. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Koufos is there. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Milwaukee making a switch here. Henson's checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Fox is checked in. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dishes to Hield from downtown. Sacramento gets it back in a new 24. Jackson passes to Bagley. 5 to shoot. Tries again. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them the lead we've got is good, but we can be better. Take it to them. Stay on the accelerator. Looks like he wants them to keep pushing it, guys.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. It's stolen by Kumbo. To the middle. And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And that's now 9 points for Chris Middleton. And here is Fox. He kicks to Hield. Good on the triple. Hield's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Sacramento.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Bledsoe against Fox. Now for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
He misses the free throw.
Well, amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you'd think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they'd get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
And the second free throw, good.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
The Kings trail by 13. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
It got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
Jackson from long range. Another three for Sacramento.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Middleton outside, right wing. Now here's Ilyasova, guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Henson. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Hield kicks to Jackson. Takes the 13-footer, rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Bledsoe against Fox. Inside, and slam dunk by Henson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now Fox. He dishes it to Heel. And the foul on John Henson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Zach Randolph's checked in for the Kings. Bledsoe against Fox. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
Here's Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Hield against Middleton. Hield kicks to Randolph. Back to Hield. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hield's got 13 points in just this quarter. Passes to Antetokounmpo. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Pass to Ilyasova. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers in Kentucky. He was with John Wall with the Clippers. He was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3-guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Eric Bledsoe, as you mentioned, Brent, accustomed to playing on or off the ball.
Well, that helps a little bit with some of the new offensive schemes that Mike Budenholzer is putting into place. He's got that huge wingspan, which he can always bogart a guy defensively. He's a nice fit on the Bucks roster, and he's a good build around that length.
Bledsoe hits them both. Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position, multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
Out to the right wing. Ilyasova, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. Bledsoe against Fox. Now the dish to Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Henson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's 12 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Middleton on the wing. Kicks to Henson. Poked loose. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. That's his 4th personal foul. Middleton finds Henson. And Bledsoe, here we go.
Fox is so good on the offensive end with his quickness. Why not use it on the defensive end? He did there.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Fox has got 22 points. Bucks leading by 7. Middleton on the wing. And there's the pass to Bledsoe. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
To the middle. Stolen by Jackson.
just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Fox. For Milwaukee, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The feed now to Henson. It doesn't go for him. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Jackson from long range. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Kings shooting at 50% in a decent group. Fox passes to Cauley-Stein. Middleton on the wing, covered by Hield. Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Hield kicks to Randolph. Over Ilyasova. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Zach Randolph.
Wow, Randolph aggressive when the team needed it most, stepping up in a key spot again.
Now here's Ilyasova. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for your Bucks, Asa Ilyasova. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Here's Randolph. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. Inside, Ilyasova finds Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Jackson. Fox against Bledsoe. Cauley-Stein. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Cauley-Stein stepping up huge.
And so it's Milwaukee now. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now here's Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 5 on the clock. Down low. It's good!
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hield against Middleton.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them, so you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
Hield kicks to Jackson. Pass to Fox. Now Kufis. Hield finds Jackson. Sacramento again missing.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more maybe.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.